Biscuits, American biscuits. I got my country boy hat on because we're going to make some country biscuits. Look, these aren't the scones like we're used to in Australia. They look like them, but they're not them. They're a savory biscuit, just almost famous in America. They're versatile. You can use them for brekkie sandwiches, okay, sausage biscuits. You can use them for the American traditional country favorite of sausage gravy on top of biscuits, along with some eggs if you want. Generally, you can use them like bread, okay? Think you're going to love these biscuits? Let's not waste much time. Let's get going into the kitchen and take a look at them and start to make them. You start out with 2 1/4 cups of flour. And then into the flour, we add other dry ingredients before we add anything else. First thing we add is a tablespoon of baking powder. For the men in the audience who try it, that's baking powder, not baking soda. Next we add a teaspoon of salt. This is my grandma's recipe. And my grandmother was born in 1890. She was born in Ireland. She was used to making soda bread. She came to America, and my grandfather just loved his Southern Comfort type biscuits. So she made this. Then you put in a tablespoon of sugar. Next you'll blend in your shortening, your butter, your margarine, your oil, whatever it is. Okay, and then you'll just mix those dry ingredients up a bit. It's not crucial. Now this is a dough you don't want to work too much though, okay? Once it turns into the dough. Okay, so after you mix up your dry ingredients, you're going to want to put in your shortening, butter or margarine. Okay, so I put that in the bowl. And this is where the pastry cutter comes in handy. Okay, you start, by the way, you start out, put your oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius, and grease whatever pan you're using for the baking. Grease it. I saw those spray oil on it, works fine. Okay, so just blend in the pastry. It's kind of going to give you a feeling of slightly damp sea sand. Okay? I have that consistency. You see it in there. It's together if you squeeze it, but not much. So now you have that in, and now you add your milk. You can use regular milk. Buttermilk gives it a nicer taste. So you add in your cup of milk or buttermilk, and then just mix it up. And obviously we're going to eventually get our hands going in that, and it gets pretty messy. Not a bad idea to have some paper towels handy. I'll grab some of those right now. And you see I have some flour on the board, but I have some additional flour in the shaker jar for dusting. So mix that up a bit. And remember, you don't want to overwork your dough too much. Powder up your board. Very simple. We're using the simplest method right now. So anyway, take your dough out. This is where the scraper comes in really nice for this. See, let me get that dough right out of there. All out. Now, it's a wet dough. It's supposed to be a wet dough, okay? Scraper comes in handy. You just mix them around with a little bit of the flour you have on the board. You don't want to knead this too much. It's going to always be a wet dough. Okay, so just knead it back and forth gently because you'll get stuck in it about 10-15 times. Okay, that's about it. Once again, you can see it's a very wet dough. Okay, you haven't kneaded it enough gluten strands to come into effect. Now you take it. I'll use my paper towels now. All told, this takes about 10 minutes to make and about 15-20 minutes to cook. So just spread it out. Okay, now we're going to get exotic. You don't have to. You could just spread it out to about a 1/2 inch thick, okay? But we're going to roll it out, and we're going to fold it over again. And it gives us layers like the French do with their croissants. And take it one more time. Do the same thing. Roll it out. I guess you can keep doing that. I find 3 seems to really give me exactly what I want. Remember, you don't want to knead the dough too much. Rolling it is okay a little bit, but the more you touch it, the less flakier it'll be. Okay, once again, got about a 1/2 inch thick. Get your cutter and the pan you're going to put it in. Just clear a place here so it fits in the view. And just cut out. You're going to get between 6 and 8 biscuits, depending upon the size, okay? So just put them in the pan. Take the dough that's left. Once again, you don't want to work too much. The last ones you make won't be as good as the first ones, but they'll be great. In America, pretty much accepted by most of the older cooks and the country cooks that you're not a cook if you can't do biscuits. So we have 7 biscuits. We have this little bit left. I just roll it up in the ball, and I put it in there, a little treat for the dog later on. Or I've known people even just throw this in a soup and make like a dough out of it. Now, one thing that my grandmother used to do, and she said her grandmother did it, no one knows why, she just puts her thumb in, just the teeniest little bit. Says that keeps them from rising in like a hill type motion, so they're flatter on top. I don't know if it's true or not, but hey, she's my grandma. Okay, we're going to put them in the oven. Now remember, we said the oven is preheated to 220 degrees Celsius and 425 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to cook them for about 15 to 20 minutes. So what we're going to do is set the timer to 15 minutes. And then when it goes off, we're going to look at them and see if they need to go any more. We want them browned on top, but they're not going to be fully browned because we haven't put a wash on them. Strangely enough, when we take them out of the oven, we're going to put some butter on top, and that'll brown them a bit. So anyway, see you in 15 or 20 minutes. Okay, we're back. It's been 16 minutes, but it varies from time to time, okay? So watch it between 15 and 20 minutes. Okay, now I have checked the biscuits, they're browning on top, and I did the old stick in the biscuit and came out clean test. So let me get them out of the oven. Okay, now, whoa, they are hot. These will even brown up more, but you can see they look pretty darn good. So what we're going to do is just put some butter on the top of them now, and that's going to, they'll proceed to brown a little bit more. So just let them stay in the pan here a little bit and cool. And then we put them on a wire rack. A lot of times we'll just serve them right at the table in these pans. We got to remember that cast iron pan holds the heat for a long time. Let's take these suckers out right now. Cool a bit. Put them on the wire rack. They're flaky and somewhat fall apart. That's how they're meant to be. They're great gravy soakers. We'll just take these out of there, and I'll tell you, while they're cooling, I'm going to take the same pan here, and I'm going to make some sausage gravy, and later we're going to have biscuits and gravy when I'm done. Before that, though, I'm going to take one of these beauties, and I'm just going to butter that son of a gun up. Oh, you can see the butter just melting a little bit because it's a bit cool. And then I'm going to put some honey on them, and I'll tell you, it's a delight. When you taste one of these, you'll just really, really want to make them every day. Wait until you taste these. Thank you for watching our video. Look, down below you can comment if you have any questions. It's a good place to ask them, or any suggestions you'd like to make on how we can make the videos better for you, and if there's anything particular you'd like to see. If you like the video, please click the like button, and if you want to be able to find all our videos quickly, you might want to subscribe, so we'll all be in one place for you. Have a good day now.